Hey, I'm Harold. Well, anyone that knows me knows that my absolute favorite holiday is Halloween. And one of my favorite things to do to celebrate Halloween is to make Halloween cookies. So today I'm going to show you how to decorate some Halloween cookies. Now, as you can see, I have some Halloween cookies here that I've already cut out. I rolled my cookies out yesterday and baked them according to the directions of the recipe. And this morning, before I got started, I put them back into a 200-degree oven for about 30 minutes because I want the cookies to completely dry out. The reason I want to do that is that the icing that I'm going to be using to decorate them with, it has a high moisture content. There's corn syrup, there's also a little bit of milk in it. And I didn't want the cookies to get soggy in the middle. And as the icing dries, the cookie will draw some of the moisture out of the icing. And who wants to eat a soggy cookie, right? So let's go ahead and get started. Since I'm not a great artist, the technique that I'm going to be using to decorate my cookies is called the flooding technique. And what I'm going to do is take some white chocolate that I've melted and put into a Zip-Top bag, and I'm going to make decorations onto the cookies, let it harden, and then I'm going to take my other frosting and I'm going to flood the individual compartments with the frosting. It's kind of like coloring inside the lines. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and snip the tip off. So let's go ahead and get some cookies decorated. Okay, all my cookies have been decorated with my white chocolate and I've allowed it to harden. As you can see, I just did some simple designs. Do whatever kind of designs that you'd like. These are just some of my favorite ones. As you can see, the ones that have the grid on them allows me to add more color to the individual cookies. And the more color I can get onto a cookie, the better I like it. So let's go ahead and make some room and I'll show you how to make the frosting. All right, to make the frosting, you need 1 cup of powdered sugar. To that, I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of milk, 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. Use vanilla extract if you'd like, lemon extract, orange extract, whatever your favorite flavor is. I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of corn syrup and stir until it makes a nice smooth frosting. Okay, and here's our frosting. We want it to be very runny because we need to be able to flood the different compartments on the cookies. So now that we have the frosting done, I'm going to go ahead and add some food coloring to it. I'm using gel paste food coloring. And in this instance, I'm going to be making purple. Okay, here's our purple frosting. Now the gel food coloring that I'm using, you should be able to find it at most party stores and at any baking store that you might have. So it shouldn't be hard for you to find at all. So now I'm going to go ahead and transfer this into a Zip-Top bag, and then we'll get started decorating. Okay, here's our purple frosting. I'm going to go ahead and put it into a Zip-Top bag. I'm going to use it kind of like a pastry bag. But of course, Zip-Top bags are a lot cheaper than pastry bags. So now we get to start decorating. I went ahead and made black to go along with the purple, green, yellow, and since I have so many pumpkins for cookies, I made a double batch of orange. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'll start with the orange since, of course, orange is my favorite color. Okay, we're ready to get started decorating. I'm going to go ahead and snip the end off of this Zip-Top bag so that my frosting can come out. Now, people seem to think that decorating cookies is very complicated and time-consuming, and it can be time-consuming, but with what I've done with the white chocolate, I've pretty much made a bounding border for my cookies. So now all I have to do is fill the void with whatever color I'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the pumpkin. So what you want to do is just squeeze the frosting into the void. Okay, you can see that it fills up the void that was created by the white chocolate. Okay, so now I'll continue doing the flooding of the white chocolate compartments of my cookies, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, as you can see, I'm done with my first color, which is orange, and next I'm going to move on to green. Okay, now I'm done with the green frosting. Time to move on to yellow. All right, we're moving right along. I have the yellow frosting applied to my cookies. Now we're going to move on to purple. All right, we have our purple applied. Last but not least, we have our black frosting to apply to our cookies. So here we go. Okay, well, we've got our black frosting applied to our cookies. Now we just need to wait for them to harden a little, and then we can go ahead and get a taste. Okay, my cookies have been drying for about an hour. They're still a little tacky to the touch, but I can't wait any longer. We need to go ahead and get a taste of these. I have them all plated up and ready to go to a Halloween party. Let's go ahead and get a taste. In case you were wondering, these are 3D cookies, and it's just two cookies, two different pieces that interlock into each other. Delicious. Homemade sugar cookies with handmade almond frosting on top. Tastes like Halloween to me. Well, if you get invited to a Halloween party this holiday season, go ahead and make some cookies to bring. And when they ask, and you know they will, did you make that? You can say, yeah, I made that. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please hit the thumbs up. If you did, please join my channel on YouTube. Also, check out my other recipes and videos at mayya.com. Thank you very much. Happy Halloween.